here from the Langley Event Center as the Fieldhouse is ready to rock and roll once again for another contest here in our first week of our third season of play here for the Arena Lacrosse League. It's the Shooting Eagles and the Seaspray, a rematch of our Season 2 finale. Both of these teams coming into this game off of big wins on Sunday, looking to make it 2-0. One of these teams is going to get there and the other one is going to fall to 500. As we also begin our broadcast this evening by acknowledging we are playing the Creators game on the unceded traditional territory of the Coast Salish peoples, and in particular we'd like to mention our relationships with the Kikite, Katsi, Kwantlen, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations, as well as the Semiahmoo. Always an honor and privilege to live, work, learn, and play in this territory. As the Shooting Eagles looking to start things out early on here, Brody Harris, the early stop. One of the MVPs of last season, helped backstop his team to that championship. Back in between the pipes is Garrett Winter looking to get things started, and he does! Garrett Winter, the fist pump to boot, as he'll get the first goal in this one, opening things up 1-0. Garrett Winter right down Main Street as he's able to blast that one past Mr. Reed Watson. Winter, one of the prolific scorers last season on this Shooting Eagles squad, gets things started here tonight. Off of the backbone of the save from Brody Harris, things go down the other way, and Garrett Winter wastes little time now. Tyson Johnson looking to get things going as the Seaspray knocked that one loose, and then Aiden Ellis will come away with the loose ball. Ellis across the timeline. He'll gain purchase in the offensive territory and then leave that one for Brendan Szabo. Szabo not in the game on Sunday, but he's back here now as Kirkby curls around the screen, feeds that one for Dixon, unable to get it into the stick there as this one will bounce off of the wall, and then Nielsen trying to fight this one up loose as now Adam Dixon gets that one and the ball comes free. Nearly hits Ungaro on the bench as that one pops loose, and then he'll throw that one back out onto the floor as the referee will ask for it momentarily so they can reset things. First one with the ball is going to be number 46, Logan Cote. Cote starts out on the offensive set. Up high left side, they'll get to the righty shooter spot across. There's a cutter inside, dunks it in. What a pretty finish there for the Shooting Eagles as Dylan Lacroix cuts across, gets the pass right on the top of the zone, and is able to pull that back across the body and dunk it in to make it 2-0. As Dylan Lacroix, the early fancy footwork at the top of the crease. An early 2-0 lead as the Shooting Eagles wasting little time. They trailed for much of their game against the Blackfish on Sunday. They don't want to do any of that here tonight. Johnson around the outside, taken towards the boards, fighting back towards the center, just keeps the toes on side as this one out into the offensive zone. Govind Sagu is able to keep that one from being pushed back across the timeline for the over and back. Now across the zone once again, Cody Adamson, the captain, his third season here in the ALL. Tour of duty in the offensive side of the floor here. Curling, shooting, Yingling goes wide right of the goal. Mark Yingling, another familiar face for the Shooting Eagles side. He and Cody Adamson have been teammates for the yellow and green since the beginning, way back in the inaugural season. Tyler Kirkby, another one of those familiar faces. The fake ball play takes him over to the far side wing. Now Kirkby gets a screen there from Nielsen, back up high to Szabo. Szabo to Ewan on the near side corner. Pulls it out, goes to Kirkby. We know he loves the elevator shot. We'll see if he whips that one out here today. Harris will scoop that one up out of the pile. Play it up the near side to CJ Schuster. Schuster gets around Szabo, throws this one ahead. As Cote surveys, sends this one back up to Winter, and now Cote will get it. Curling back up towards the point. Surveys and gives it to Cody Adamson. Couple of righties circling on the near side. Adamson, stick up high, pivots around, waits, takes, loads up, and Reed Watson turns that one aside. Scooping up the loose ball is Connor DeWitt. DeWitt powering out of his own zone. Waits, spins, gets across the timeline. Can the defense push him into the wall? They do. Justin Dowell, or Jacob Dowell, I should say, working on this one. They finally take him down, and now an opportunity with numbers here. Cut it down the other way. Cody Adamson's just going to slow things up as DeWitt got back to his feet and got back into the fray. 11:33 left to go here already. Fast and furious pace early on. Stutter steps. Tries to open things up across the zone. Illegal pick called there as Mark Yingling was able to free himself up. Referees call it down, and speaking of, Cam Anderson, Zach Jones, and Vincent Burrell, the officials in this evening's contest. Nielsen and Ewan. Down the near side, they'll go it across. Kirkby goes high-low, and that one goes off of the toe of Harrison wide. Brody Harris has those Vancouver Warriors pads. Spent part of last season up and down with the Warriors. Comes back here to the ALL for another early season start here. Dixon. Pocket pass comes across to Ewan, who's able to pick up the loose ball. Taken to the outside by Brandon Fitzgerald. Now Kirkby out to Dixon. Dixon around the screen, and Harris turns it away with a short side. Brandon Fitzgerald gets the screen. Zabo taken down by Johnson. They'll get across the timeline in time. Shooting Eagles working on the 2-0 lead here as Lacroix thinks about the fake ball play as Winter will take it. It's a left wing side now. Back across. Top of the right side for Jake Young. Jake Young takes the shot wide, and Adamson able to get the loose ball with 5 seconds on the clock. Adamson wings that one across and was looking for the cross-seam feed. Couldn't quite get it there. Now here's Koli Shikawa come down the other way. He'll chase this one, play it, knows it's going to come off of the wall, but first one to it is going to be Patrick Corbett. Corbett, left wing side. Taken across to the right area by Tyson Nielsen. Now back over to Corbett. Corbett waits. Fake the shot after the cradle, sends it back up top to Mark Yingling. Yingling down the near side, 10 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Yingling curling back up towards the point. Loads, fires, that one goes wide left. No, it hit the bar, so it resets the shot clock. Far side now. They'll load. Getting around the outside, nice screen play set. Lacroix coming towards the front of the goal, shoveled back in front, and in and out of the stick of Cote. Good defensive play there. Now here's an opportunity the other way for Connor DeWitt. DeWitt scoops it up. Pardon me, it's Evan Pattison. Feeds the trailer in and out of the stick there of Cordell Primus. Primus had himself a hat trick in the opening game on Sunday. Can he follow it up here? Takes the man down, cutting it through the middle of the zone. Sets a screen for Kirkby. That's going to be the illegal pick there. A little bit too hefty as Kirkby was looking to explode towards the middle. Mitch Winter feeds it across for Schuster. He'll head off of the change as Schuster sends that one to Garrett Winter. Winter, near side. Feeds it for Dylan Lacroix, and he'll stay up high. Shooting Eagles all very high in the zone right now. Only one man within the zone. Back to the right wing side. In the middle, Cutter. Can he release? Went off the side of the net as Reed Watson was right against the post on the near side. Just in case. Good angles held there. Lee Jackman backing up Mr. Watson tonight, and then Ungaro going to be the backup goaltender wearing number 35 tonight for the Shooting Eagles. Ewan back up top to Adam Dixon. Dixon sends it across to Kirkby. Nielsen opening up a lane for him across. Ewan back over to Nielsen. Score it! Pretty passing play ends with Lucas Nielsen to the back gate. He'll jump across and dump it in the top corner. Cuts the lead to 1. Lucas Nielsen, right place, right time. As the pretty passing play ends with Nielsen all alone in front. He set a couple of screens on the far side, and you see it here. As soon as he sets the screen, the defender stumbles, and he's wide open to get a little bit of air and a little bit of net as he cuts the lead down. As Johnson, after the screen play, unable to get back into the fray. Working his way now, Mitch Winter gets across the timeline, pivots back around, and double teamed against the wall here if he can get the ball loose. Still pinned against the boards there, uses the one hand now. Lacroix sends it forward around the defense. Forced to the outside, still held there by Austin Robinson. We'll talk about the scratches at the first official's timeout. Adamson, the elevator shot goes right into the chest area, and Reed Watson will collapse on it. 7:50 left to go here, nearly partway gone already with the first. Scoop feed to Brendan Zabo as Pattison heads off on the change now. Nielsen mixing it up in front once again. He can venture to see that a lot here this evening. Kirkby cutting it off of the far side, forced to the outside by Schuster. Kirkby feeds Ewan. Ewan across to Nielsen, out of the stick, and Fitzgerald will pick at the loose ball. Fitzgerald with numbers. Feeds it on the one hopper ahead, in and out of the stick. The defense collapses and is able to send the man to the floor. Cole Ishikawa getting back defensively there. Back up top to Fitzgerald, though. 16 on the shot clock for them to work with here. Yingling now. Guarded up high by Connor Stroop, the captain of the Seaspray. Working his way through the middle is Patrick Corbett's got the white helmet on there, number 6, setting the screen on Stroop to keep him out of the play. Around the other side, out of the stick and onto the floor, as that will take us to our officials' timeout. The shot clock wound down. Shooting Eagles unable to get the shot away there, or the time expired. So welcome in here to Wednesday night. The Field House is the place to be if you want to see the best and brightest future NLL stars right before your very eyes. Head coach Adam Smith making his return this season for the Shooting Eagles. Talking things over with the squad right now. His opposite is Ian Patterson on the side of the Seaspray, his first season as the head coach. As there a shot of Reed Watson, already some big stops there from him. As partway through the first, shots 6 for the Shooting Eagles and 4 for the Seaspray. Lots of returning bodies on both sides. We'll talk about the scratches here quickly. First on the side of the Seaspray, no Joey DeBon, no Vinny Ritchie, no Nathan McKeegan, Clay Miller, or Ben Spare. On the other side for the Shooting Eagles, no Connor Davidson, Doug Porter, J.J. Milne, Justin Lau, or Adam Kotnoff. But other than that, a lot of familiar faces on both of these sides. A lot of these players remembering the championship series in season number 2. And the Seaspray knew how close they were, trying to defend their title from the inaugural season, went all the way back to the big dance, and then came up short in an absolutely fantastic game with the Shooting Eagles. Jordan Gabriel feeds it into the middle. Quick shot turned aside by Harris. Brody Harris in midseason form already with some of the stops early on. Nielsen up top to the near side. Now Schuster stops at the point. 20 seconds on the shot clock. He'll feed Cody Adamson, the captain, and head off on the change. Adamson, more of a defensive player in season number 1, ended up making the transition to more of an offensive role in season 2 after the departure of Jake Foster and Dean Farrell. As Adamson whips it across the zone, they'll go from the far side, cutting play in the middle, try the same play as Winter did earlier, and he turns him aside. Mark Yingling trying to pull that one back across the body as he had the goaltender moving side to side. Near side wing, Dylan Vita gets this one to Tyler Kirkby, cutting in. Nielsen had him with a lane, now cutting in. Ewan goes downstairs, and Brody Harris able to shut the door, 5-hole. Tyler Ewan, a lot of mobility on that near side, and Kirkby, ever the facilitator, one of the best Apple men we've had. All those assists. As Garrett Winter will start things out once again. Near side shooter spot, curling off of the screen. Yingling takes a shot and scores. Mark Yingling, 3-1 for the Shooting Eagles now. Partial screenplay set by Winter opens up enough of a lane to blast that one down low. Mark Yingling, his 3rd season in the Arenalacrosseleague, wears one of the A's for the Shooting Eagles, leading by example there. Been a critical part of that right side offense for such a long time now. As off of the draw, this one going to be scooped up by Gordy Phillips. Gordy Phillips, the MVP of the title series in season 1. Making his return to his team here tonight. One of the best face-off takers we've seen in the Arenalacrosseleague so far in our 3 seasons. Johnson getting that one across the line. He's got support now, but good recovery there as it's knocked away multiple times by Cordell Primus. Good back check. Big swing and a shot, and Reed Watson got enough of it as he turned that one aside. The transition opportunity materializing out of nothing the other way. That one popped free of Zabo's stick. Now here go the Shooting Eagles, 2-on-1 brewing with Dowell and company, cutting in. Corbett scores! Patrick Corbett, the 2-on-1 with Dowell going the other way. Great play at the half line to knock it free. The loose ball sends them the other direction, and they'll increase the lead to 3. Off of the initial play by Nielsen, that one ended up at the half line. They knocked the ball loose from Szabo. The over and back gave them the possession, and then good spacing of the floor as Jacob Dowell and Patrick Corbett get it done in transition. 4:33 left to go here. First 15 from the field house. Off of the draw, going to be scooped up by Eli Batt. A lot of the band coming back together here is again Kirkby and Phillips making their return here in game number 2 for the Seaspray. An already stacked team got a little bit better. But the Shooting Eagles, their offense getting off to a hot start here. Don't count out the Seaspray though. And that's why Tyler Kirkby blasts that one through Harris. Off of the shoulder and had enough momentum to curl in the near side post. He'll cut it down to 2. As Kirkby, also his 3rd season, the wily veteran. One of the most powerful shots we've had in this league. Loves to go over the shoulder, that low to high extension, and gets all the momentum he needed on that one. Big check off of the draw. Going to cause the loose ball push to be enacted, so a possession coming here for the Seaspray. Tyler Kirkby had himself quite the year last season, one of the top offensive players in the league, showcasing why early on. Gabriel into the middle. That one popped out of the stick off of the defensive back check. Primus able to scoop it up for Dixon. Now here's Ewan, gets the screenplay, takes a shot. Harris turns it away. Your loose ball in front. He'll score! Jordan Gabriel crashes the crease, and he'll clean that one up to make it a 1-goal game. Gabriel untagged coming right up the middle. Tyler Ewan got the initial play. There's the pick and there's the roll. Right place, right time. Scoops it up. Thank you very much. Jordan Gabriel getting involved here. Was a key part of the offense on Sunday's win against the Grizzlies. And he'll keep the point streak going. Early season offensive acumen for the Seaspray. We expect nothing less from a rematch of the title series last season. We're already getting off to a raucous start here. As Phillips will leave that one for Szabo and head off on the change. Lucas Nielsen's out to set up on the far side. The Seaspray continue their string of offensive possessions here. Kirkby to Nielsen to the back of the net. Just like that, it's a brand new lacrosse game. Nice 2-man game there from the far side. Not much Harris could do, as Nielsen will finish it off and make it 4-4. Nielsen's got 2 this evening as he and Gordy Phillips play the game on the far side and come away with a good marker there. Kirkby starts the facilitation and Nielsen ends it, as now the Shooting Eagles looking to get out the other way. They got the opening offense, then the Seaspray responded. Can the Eagles stem the tide here? Adamson, 3:06 left to go here in the first. They led by as much as 3. Now it's tied. Yingling gets the screen. Winter cutting across the middle. Yingling lets it go high to low, and a back pad save there from Watson. Watson had Robinson streaking up the middle. Elects to go to his man on the far side instead. Szabo thought about leaving it for Robinson. Oh, a good pickoff there. Here comes Jacob Dowell the other way. Dowell cutting it on goal, shoots. What a stop there by Watson. And Dowell comes across, lays the body, but they're able to pick that one up. Austin Robinson kept it alive. Great save by Reed Watson, and a delayed penalty coming here. As Watson heads to the bench, we get the extra attacker. Dixon comes onto the floor. 6-on-5 with 2:19 to go. Tyler Kirkby takes a quick pass down low, diving, kicked out, leaves ball, scores. No, waved off. As Primus was still in the crease, Dixon was able to get the rebound up top, but it's waved off as the man couldn't get out of the crease fast enough. Harrison kicked that one out up high. Good hand-eye coordination as Primus muscles his way on the inside of Nielsen. It's kicked out, and then Dixon waved off due to Primus being in the crease. So as we are going to get a delay of game call on the side of the Shooting Eagles. So I believe, is it now going to be 5-on-3? Again, right now, still lists up on the board that it's 5-4. It should be 4-4 as that goal was waved off. So yes, there we go. Now they'll send the other player over to the box. So now things go from bad to worse. It was going to be a 5-on-4, but they get the delay of game for not sending the player over to the box. So now it's going to be a 5-on-3. And the scoreboard still lists it as 5-4 right now. It's still a 4-4 game as things were waved off of the player being in the crease. So now Jacob Dowell and Jake Young both going to be on the near side. As they'll send that one down low again, it's a 5-on-3. They'll leave one man. It's Kirkby back towards the center line. Gabriel cutting in now. Ewan fakes the pass. He'll take it, put it off of the bar. As Nielsen, he'll pick up the loose ball. Now for the near side, Ewan, Gabriel. Ewan again on the lefty shooter spot. Nielsen and Dixon, the other two offensive players. Back gate, swing and a miss. No way, over top of the goal. Harris was there to cover it, but unable to pull the trigger initially was Adam Dixon. Now Kirkby cutting in, gets the play going back again. Dixon in tight, shoots it wide. 1:35 left to go. Over and back the call. As that one going to be left at the half line. Precious time here to kill off for the Shooting Eagles again. They're 5-on-3 right now, minute 16 left to go. As there's one man waiting back on the near side as Yingling was his teammates in the penalty box tapping on the glass to let him know that there's a man out the other way. But I think they're going to go for it. It's like 4th and down right there as they take the shot wide of the goal. Mark Yingling with the opportunity. Will it pay off, though? Ewan cutting in. He scores! Power play goal makes it 5-4. As the Seaspray. What an effort there. They capitalize on the gamble from the Shooting Eagles. Mark Yingling, instead of dropping back to guard Ewan in their own zone, ended up going for the quick cut play and nearly was rewarded 5-on-3 shorthanded, but it bites them as the defense unable to get back the other direction. And now it's 5-4. Under a minute to go here now as the Seaspray take advantage. They've still got one more power play left to work with here. 40 seconds. Pattison puts it wide. And that one actually stayed in. It cleared all of the rafters and came back down from the heavens. Lucas Nielsen going to take advantage. His Primus there as well. Now Phillips sends this one across. Dixon feeds it down low. Nielsen sends it back up. They'll load. They got 17 left in the power play. So it'll expire here as this one over and back. As time winding down, 22.9 left to go. Shooting Eagles with Jacob Dowell left in the box right now and down by one as they gave up the power play marker. Now Adamson. They're going to hold and wait for Dowell to come out of the box. Will Dowell head across? Or will he join the fray? I would imagine with the time left, he's going to join the fray. As it's actually Corbett, he's going to head across. Adamson gets the screen, takes the shot. That one rings off of the back wall. Might have gone off of the bar. As 1 second left, long roller, easily handled by Harris, and he'll kick that one aside. We come to the end of the first 15 with a score of 5-4. What a raucous first 15. The Shooting Eagles led by as much as 3, and then all of a sudden the Seaspray found their offensive footing, and now they have the 1-goal lead coming into the end of the first quarter. Shots 13-12 in favor of the Shooting Eagles. As again, it was a 4-1 run to start the game, and all of a sudden 4 unanswered by the Seaspray to answer things back the other way. The Winter, Lacroix, Yingling, and Corbett got the goals for the Shooting Eagles, and then Lucas Nielsen with a couple, followed by Tyler Ewan, Jordan Gabriel, and Tyler Kirkby. The Seaspray up to 5 on the game now as they continue to press in this one. Both sides looking to improve to 2-0 here on the early season. As the Seaspray, they got the 4 unanswered. And that was the steady play that they needed in the second half of the first. They had given up the opportunities early on, but they were able to make up for it in a big way. As Brody Harris, he's kicked out a few key ones. Could possibly be a bit more of a lopsided offensive affair. And Reed Watson, to his own credit on the other side, again, both goaltenders with some key stops early on, as this game already proven to be exciting. And we're already 15 minutes into it. But you look at the makeup of these rosters, these are definitely two early season favorites to go the distance once again. As you just look at some of the returning players on the side of the Seaspray, Lucas Nielsen, Aiden Ellis, Zabo, Dixon, Ishikawa, Ewan, Kirkby, Robertson, Phillips, Robinson, Gabriel, Watson, and Jackman. And the captain, Connor Stroop, as well as the defensive core backed by Evan Pattison and Eli Batt. And then on the other side, Dylan Lacroix, Jacob Dowell, Garrett Winter, Mark Yingling, Nielsen, Johnson, Brody Harris, Brandon Fitzgerald, Ungaro, Adamson, and yeah, the head coach as well, Adam Smith, brings a lot of veteran leadership on that bench. Both of these sides are very deep, to say the least. And both teams looking to keep their early season stocks on the rise. It's the last chance to do so for a little bit, as after tonight, no games this coming Sunday. There'll be basically a week and a half off before the teams get back at it the Sunday following. 5-4 your score after the first 15 minutes. Welcome into the second quarter. Hope your Wednesday's treated you well so far. And welcome to Langley. Welcome to the Fieldhouse. Season 3 of Arenalacrosseleague West off to a hot start. The clock will be set. The officials watching them like a hawk to make sure there's no procedure. As Johnson pulls it back towards his zone and then unleashes back the other way. A one-tap feed for Ben Gagnon. Gagnon to the middle, across one-timer. Watson will handle it. A stick save, high to low. As Mark Yingling, great opportunity there. Again, welcome to the second quarter where those changes, that offensive gate is so close to the opposing goaltender. Watch for these teams to try some of those sneaky long change plays. Curling off at the far side, Ewan pulls it back across his body, then he'll send it back out to Gabriel. Across the top of the zone, Kirkby with the elevator shot. He's been wicked with that underhand swing for so many seasons now. Tries it once again. Dowell, nice feed. Behind the back attempt there by Yingling. It'll miss, go off of the floor and out of play as he spiked it just a little bit too low. Now DeWitt, he'll find Adam Dixon and head off on the change. Dixon across the zone. Ewan will pull this one back out. Gets set. Harris tried to pick it off. Back out in front. Ewan lets a blast go. Harris handles it, and he'll lunge forward to grab that one into the stick. I believe he's going to get called for backing in as he came just outside of the crease to pick that one up. So the Seaspray get the possession now. Seaspray, near side wing. Quick shot there by Phillips. Kicked out. Loose ball. Going to go to the shooting Eagles. Eagles now down the other way with numbers 3 wide as they cut across the zone. Feed it, fake, no. Corbett takes over top of the goal. Reed Watson. Oh, that one goes off of Watson's back. And you can tell from the look on his face right there, not happy with that play. He'll want that one back as that one careened off of the back wall. He had turned around to try and play it and just unable to scoop it off of the goal line in time. As you see the look. Thought that one might have stayed on the goal line rather than come across. He tried his best. A close only counts, and horseshoes and hand grenades. We're back to 5-5 as the Shooting Eagles open the scoring here in the second. Austin Robinson set to take the draw. The official making sure that ball's exactly in the right place. There we go. As Johnson will win another face-off draw here. Won the first about 2 or 3 here in the second. Surveying the floor, fakes the pass, takes the pass. Adamson with momentum, shoots. Watson gets the save. Loose ball. Player picked up. It was Ben Gagnon and then shoved into the crease, so stepped in and then the Seaspray get the possession. Across the timeline, Tommy Robertson. He'll feed it over to Tyler Kirkby and head off on the change. Primus cutting in through the middle. Setting up for the back screen. They saw it coming. Across. Ewan has Zabo on that side with him. Feeds it over. Nielsen dives, and that one off the back shoulders as Brody Harris able to flatten him out to keep that one away. Kirkby, scoop feed, it was Primus. Now Kirkby sets the screen. Nielsen gets out of his forehand. 20 seconds left on the shot clock here. Fakes the pass. Back up high in the zone. Primus, that one took a deflection, and Harris had to be careful with that one. Loose ball. Zabo fell down trying to get after it. This one back into the offensive territory, across the zone, cutting in. Here's Garrett Winter in front. Diving, puts it off the post. Garrett Winter put that one off of the crossbar on a nice tight pass, cutting right through the middle. Yingling to Adamson. Winter going to set up on that side as well. Near side, Lacroix cutting over. Mark Yingling unable to get the feed. Gordy Phillips scoops that one up. He'll be shoved towards the wall. Phillips cutting across. Watson running interference as this one comes to the near side. Levi Tui can't get across in time. There'll be 8 seconds on the back floor. Shooting Eagles now with it once again. Dylan Lacroix. Lacroix takes the contact a couple of times, backing in on the near side, uses the positioning. Lacroix has a man behind the goal, tags him there. Corbett was coming around behind the goal, takes the shot and makes the shot. Dylan Lacroix, his second of the contest, restores a lead for the Shooting Eagles here in the second. Jake Young lurking around behind the goal, drew the ire of the defense just long enough. As Dylan Lacroix, good ball control there and control of the stick as well. As Young, wearing Cole Paczieski's old number 8, feeds it to him, and Lacroix makes no mistake. Austin Robinson off of the draw with Tyson Johnson once again. Johnson, another win for the Shooting Eagles as they look to build more momentum. Brandon Fitzgerald comes to a stop, and he'll feed Garrett Winter. Winter to the near side for Ben Gagnon. Gagnon spins onto the forehand. Looks for the cutter, looks him off. Now he'll go to Adamson on the far side. Adamson waits. Thoughts to pull this one to the middle. Goes to the righty shooter spot. Winter gets a screen, partial lane. Evan Pattison cuts him off. Now back up to Adamson up high. 2 seconds. Gets the shot through to Watson. And that one felled the goaltender as Gabriel fed Pattison. Pattison sees a lane right up the middle. Cutting in. Finally, he'll be cut off as he'll be forced to turn this one back around. Faked it to Adam Dixon and then gave it to Tyler Kirkby. Kirkby gets a screen. Feeds it across. Quick shot of the back gate. It rolls in. Harris got there in time and didn't get enough of it as the back gate one-timer will tie it at 6. That one looks to go to Cordell Primus as Kirkby, a nice little screen from Dixon, gave him enough time and space to make this play to the far side. Drew the defender, hit Primus at the back side, and he's able to get that one off the back of the goaltender, and it rolls just across the line. These two teams keeping stride with each other right now as they look for something, anything to establish a little bit of dominance over the other. But just like that, another face-off win for the Seaspray as now they start to get a streak of them going, and another goal for the Seaspray. Tyler Ewan, he'll pick up his second as well. A howitzer of a shot from the far side. A 1-goal lead. It's going back and forth like table tennis right now. 7-6 now. As the Seaspray, Tyler Ewan, his favorite spot on the floor. That shooting spot extended from his strong side. Johnson taken out. And I believe we're going to get a penalty as a result of that play as Ishikawa a little bit too aggressive on the check. And Johnson slow to get up here. Johnson was crunched coming across the zone. Rolls onto his back here as the training staff will come out to have a quick look. But Ishikawa going to get the penalty here as a result of that play. Not sure if we have a replay of the scramble off of the face-off draw that we can get. But again, the injured player on the floor right now, number 22, Tyson Johnson. Johnson going to be helped back up to his feet. Be able to head off under his own power again, favoring the back of his neck there. Looked like he might have taken the shot in the upper back, lower neck area. So Ishikawa is going to be in the box. A power play coming here for the Shooting Eagles. Cody Adamson will start out with things here. His team down by 1. They can use the special teams to get it square. Our side is Robertson and Eli Batt. Near side is Stroop and Phillips. Young sent it back up high off of the pads there. Jiving in for the loose ball, though, but Gordy Phillips swiped it away. Phillips cutting through the middle. Critical time here to kill on the offensive PK. Here's the streaking player in and out of the stick as they tried to get it to Ewan. Now they'll throw it to length of the floor. Dylan Lacroix popped out of the stick up high, but he'll get it on the follow-up. Dylan Lacroix cutting in, fakes, passes, waits, takes, puts it off the post. The posts bail out Watson there as the play free in front for Jake Young. Connor DeWitt pulls this one out to the left wing side. Under 10 to go here, 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:10 to go on the power play. Pinned in the near side corner. A couple of Shooting Eagles able to get in on him there. Dylan Lacroix trying to knock the ball loose. As they'll scoop this one up, Brandon Fitzgerald check from behind. Here's Connor DeWitt on the turnover, puts it low, and what a stop there by Harris. Great back-checking opportunity there for Connor DeWitt. Was able to strip Fitzgerald and then get the opportunity on Harris. Now Adamson and Winter with Yingling, the 3 righties, and then 2 lefties here on the power play unit. Lacroix and Young going to be on the near side. Adamson gets around the screen, pulls it to the outside and behind. Diving play, just missed the top corner. Chopped free, and Phillips will get the loose ball. Reed Watson kept that shoulder tight to the top side corner, and he needed every inch of it there. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 14 on the penalty. So the Seaspray will hold in the offensive zone here. As cutting over is going to be Govind Sagu. Sagu sends him to the outside. As Schuster there to help as well. Here's the double team as they're finally able to find him and pin him against the boards. Loose ball down low as Gabriel able to kill off the time. Govind Sagu down the near side now. Heads off on the change as the Shooting Eagles. Seaspray get their man out of the box. They're back 5 aside. As Yingling going to pull it out of the corner side. Nobody able to tag him up high, though. Here's Jake Young back into the middle. Cody Adamson with a man draped all over him. Gets the shot away, and we've got a holding call going against Evan Pattison. As Adamson was able to get inside positioning on Pattison, cutting right down Main Street. Pattison left with no choice. Got the stick on Adamson's stick, but then the loose arm able to wrap him up a little bit. As another opportunity on the power play just as quickly as it went back to 5 aside. As we get the replay here, nice feed inside. See the loose arm on the off shoulder there. So Evan Pattison in the box for a couple of minutes. Yingling looking to start things out early. It's Robertson, Phillips, Stroop, and Batt out to defend here. Lacroix and Young on the near side again. Adamson up top with Yingling and Winter. Nice stop by Watson. Fights it off with the glove hand side. There's the stretch feed. Picked off, though, as Adamson dropped back for that one. Now he comes back the other way. Feeds it across. Winter to Adamson. Comes up, Stroop defends, and then kicked out by Watson. Young trying to knock the loose ball free. Couple of kicks and finally gets it up into his stick. Now Lacroix to Winter on the far side. Connor DeWitt defending up high. Nice saucer feed over to Lacroix. Now back up top. Tried to shoot it low. Blocked there by DeWitt. Assisted by Robertson. Nice jump by Eli Batt. Can they knock it free? No. Winter down low. Yingling. Diving play. Saved by Watson. Reed Watson with a flashy stop there on the diving effort by Yingling. So Yingling was called for going through the crease. Finally gets out of the play. Young tried to get the shot away with the shot clock winding down. Was dumped to the floor. And now the Seaspray. They survived that early offensive explosion there on the power play. 45 seconds left to go on the penalty kill as the Seaspray get it in the offensive territory. There will be one player for the Shooting Eagles up high. Dylan Lacroix as Connor Stroop will drop back to tag him. Zabo, 7 on the shot clock. Runs out of room as Dowell catches up with him. The shorthanded opportunity on goal, and Harris swallows it up. Harris feeds it up to Nielsen. Tyson Nielsen gonna go across the zone. Leaves this one for the captain. Adamson to Lacroix, near side corner, back up high. Adamson goes to Yingling, takes a shot off of the chest. Fighting for the loose ball though, pushed down. As this one, big hit into the boards by Yingling, but they feed it up to Robinson and he'll be able to get out of dodge. Robinson has Pattison cutting towards the front with him, right out of the box and into the fray. 6:08 left to go here. Feeds that one for Nielsen. 6:02 left to go. As Nielsen gets the back screen from Dixon, swings it around to Gabriel. Now up top to Primus. Left the ball behind though. Ball still loose. Scooped up finally, able to cradle it, but then that one knocked loose. So the Shooting Eagles get the possession, but we go to the officials' timeout with 5:49 left to go. The first quarter was something special. The second has been nothing but, as it's been a great follow-up. A few less goals, but still pretty exciting action so far here in quarter two. As Young, Lacroix, Primus, and Ewan going to be the goal scorers here so far. The Shooting Eagles and the Seaspray both trading a pair, as the Shooting Eagles were able to restore that 1-goal lead, and then the Seaspray able to battle back and get the 1-goal lead back for themselves, now sitting at 7-6. Having a look at the shots, sitting at 24-20 in favor of the Shooting Eagles. Brody Harris so far this evening, working on a 14-save night already. And on the other side, Reed Watson working, or pardon me, no, I should say 13 saves. And then on the other side, it's going to be an 18-save game so far for Reed Watson. So the Shooting Eagles coming out of the officials' timeout. They had possession when play was blown. So Watson will make the jog back into the crease, and Shooting Eagles will get possession once again. Stroop, Bat, Ishikawa defending alongside Gordy Phillips and Evan Pattison on the far side. Lacroix gets the screen from Young, sends it around to the far side. Cody Adamson thought about pocket passing it into Yingling. Now here's Lacroix, the lefty, back to Adamson. Pattison defending. Stroop on the far side with Yingling. Yingling curls around, waits, he'll take. Watson gets it with the right pad. Fresh 30, 5.5 left to go here in the second. Adamson telling him to slow things down a little bit. Yingling, far corner. Nice feed across, but a good stick there by Phillips as he redirects it away from Lacroix. Now here goes Phillips. Ishikawa in the middle, and I believe we're going to get a too many men call. The official coming back to the center again. I believe we get a too many men call here. Jordan Gabriel's going to serve it. As another power play coming here for the Seaspray, or pardon me, the Shooting Eagles. Another penalty for the Seaspray, I should say. Cam Anderson, Zach Jones, and Vincent Burrell. So Connor DeWitt is actually going to go and serve the penalty. Gabriel's going to be called back across. As a near side, Young and Lacroix going to be the two lefties, and then we get the three righties once again, Adamson, Winter, and Yingling. Phillips, Stroop, Robertson, and Bat defending. Tight formation. Up high, trying to get around, behind the back feed, cutting in, tries to duck it in the near side post, and Watson able to hold on. Juggling it off the pads momentarily. They'll send it the other way. Robertson in the offensive zone, thought about giving it to Kirkby, cutting in off of the bench. They've liked that play. They'll get the back defender to change, and then the offensive gate, they'll send a man right towards the front of the goal. We've seen a couple of opportunities be sprung out of that. Nielsen watched closely at the line, trying to swim through the defender, keeps his toes on the right side of the line as Johnson forces him into his teammate, and he'll dump that one down for the loose ball. 4:19 left to go as the Shooting Eagles kill off that opportunity coming right back the other way. Riley McDonald scooped that one off and heads off on the change. Young fed it through to Adamson. They got 55 left to go in the power play here. Winter, the quarterback, Thought about going through. Near side one-timer. And Lacroix with enough daylight to get the hat trick complete. Power play goal for the Shooting Eagles will tie it up at 7. Winter able to draw enough attention that he can feed Lacroix at the lefty shooter spot. And just enough daylight here. Pattison unable to rotate in time. Thought Watson might have had enough time to rotate to the near side post, but Lacroix picture perfect from the near side. Under 4 to go now, tied at 7 here from the event center. Play called for the Shooting Eagles here as the Seaspray player collapsed on top of the ball. Dylan Lacroix with a hat trick here in the first half as he's been electric already so far. Pattison trying to get Cote the business on the far side. Now Ellis watching Cote in the middle as he posts up in the center. Trying to free up some space, has the inside position. Yingling across, Young back in the middle as he had Adamson cutting across. Now loose ball, diving after it. Pattison knocked it forward as they'll scoop this one up. 3-on-1 opportunity. Here's the back check and a shot wide by Pattison under pressure. Good recovery there for the Shooting Eagles. 3:18 left to go now. The Seaspray get the offensive possession and the zone time here. Kirkby, nice flip play. Primus, nice spin move behind the back opportunity, and Harris going to swallow it up. Spin move. Young able to send this one out the other way. Dowell cutting in, has the man across. Winter unable to get there in time. Pass a little bit ahead of him. Gets square, sends the pass up the near side. Connor DeWitt has time, and he'll pull it across the line. Last few reinforcements come over the boards. Tried to feed that one to Ewan on the far side. A little bit too much chutzpah on it. As Schuster, Nielsen checking him up high. He'll get across in time as Fitzgerald will head off on the change. Eli Batt stepping back into the zone with Robinson, Stroop, Robertson. So Robinson, I should say. Got Austin Robinson and Tommy Robertson over on the far side, number 21. Yingling curling off of the screen. Now to Lacroix on the near side. Lacroix stutter stepping in. Pulls it across to the forehand, now behind for Cote. Back up top. Yingling lets it go, and he scores! Mark Yingling. Snipe show from the far side as the shot clock expired. Shooting Eagles get that lead back at 1. Mark Yingling off of the feed from Cote and behind the goal. Able to get that one around Connor Stroop and make it 8-7. His second of the night. As 2:13 left to go. Winter's going to step out to be that 5th man. He'll go in between Ishikawa and Pattison. Nice win by Gordy Phillips. Back in the face-off zone. Going to take it himself. Cutting in. Walked through the crease, though, as he was able to get that shot away just in the nick of time. Big check there by Gabriel, though. Knocked it loose. Now here's Pattison. Fresh shot clock to work with in the final 2 minutes here in the first half. Leaves it for Nielsen. Good jump there by Mitch Winter, but unable to knock it free. Back to Kirkby. Kirkby pulls it through, cutting in down low, pivots back around to the forehand. Good check there by Winter. Mitch Winter pushed into the boards there. Going to be an illegal pick play by Nielsen. Here go the Shooting Eagles. 3-on-1 brewing here now. Here's Garrett Winter cutting in, scores! Garrett Winter streaking down the middle. They get him the pass ahead of the play. Fakes it one side, takes it on the other, and it's a 2-goal lead. Garrett Winter, good stick handling in tight. Pulls Watson off of that near side post. Or the left side, I should say, from his perspective. Pulls him enough off of it that he's able to cradle and pull it back over. Swing it across the body. And the diving effort to pull it back across makes it a 2-goal game. Ishikawa, stick knocked out of the hands of Dowell. It still had the ball in it as everybody collapsing on it now. Ball still loose as it's kicked around a couple of times, and then Connor Stroop comes away with it. As the Seaspray do get possession. It was blown dead momentarily, but they'll keep it. As Gabriel, nearly pushed back over the line by Sagu. Now the near side. Primus lets it go, and he'll score. Cordell Primus. His second of the game and 5th of the season. As he'll make it a one-goal game once again. Seaspray not going into the half quietly. Quick opportunity the other way realized. As a longer distance shot, able to beat Brody Harris. 9-8 your score now. 1:04 left to go. Johnson frustrated there as he wasn't able to get the win, and then Gordy Phillips quickly back in front. Deke move, Harris with the stop. Brody Harris, welcome to season 3, baby. What an effort there as he extends the glove right above him as he went down low to cover the bottom side of the net, and Tyler Ewan was trying to dunk it up high. Low elevator shot, rebound, scores! Reed Watson got the initial, and Jake Young followed it up. Good positioning in front of the goal, hand-eye coordination at a premium as he was able to find that one off of the initial stop. Adamson with the absolute rip of an elevator shot. Low to high and enough momentum to get into the stick of Young. Another face-off draw with 35 seconds left to go. Johnson will win this one, as we are going to get a timeout called here by the Shooting Eagles with 31.8 to go. What an effort in the late stages here for both sides. Seaspray not going away quietly. They had answered, made it 8, and now a couple unanswered by the Shooting Eagles as they work and work and work to try and keep this lead on their side. We've had lots of lead changes in this one. Again, it bounced back and forth about 4 times between the end of the first and the beginning of the second. The Seaspray brought it within 1, 9-8, but then Jake Young picks one up. And right place, right time is often all it takes to make a difference. You got to be poised when you're at the tip of that crease. Make sure that you keep your toes on the right side of the line. The 2-goal lead is now realized once again for the Shooting Eagles. They led by as much as 3 earlier in the first. The Seaspray's offense has been battling back in a big way. Brody Harris makes the jog back over to the crease. Reed Watson already back in his position. Phillips, Bat, Stroop, Robertson, and Ellis to defend. Lacroix, Adamson, Young, Yingling, and Winter on the offensive side. About 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock right now, maybe a second and a half. Near side, Jake Young with it. Eli Bat, everybody guarding man-to-man right now. Robertson in the middle with Adamson posted up right in front. Pick and roll coming here. One screen off of the side. Winter feeds Lacroix. Lacroix cutting back over to the middle of the Winter on the far side. Tried to dunk it over top, and Watson met him with a shoulder. There's the outlet feed. Couple of seconds left. Phillips got that one out of the stick and then tries the shot. Ends up blocked by Young. And a quick exchange of words there between Phillips and Young, as that one probably stung right at the end of regulation there for the first half. But credit to these two teams. They've given, as we have a goaltending change to start things out here in the second. Fred Rannert is in my ear telling me about. Lee Jackman is now in between the pipes over on the far side for the Seaspray. One of the best goaltenders in the league last season, helped to backstop his team to that championship berth. Reed Watson had himself a pretty good first half. But as I'm looking, oh, there he is. He is over on the bench. I see him next to the coaching staff over there on the far side. Quick shot down low, and welcome to the game, Lee Jackman. That one squeaks by low on the near side as Cody Adamson will make it a 3-goal lead once again, equaling the greatest lead they had way back in the first. As Cody Adamson with a wicked shot from the near side wing. Lee Jackman subbing into this game for the second half in favor of Reed Watson, and the first shot that he sees gets past him. Less than 30 seconds into the second half. The Shooting Eagles not wasting any time. Off of the draw, Johnson able to knock this one loose. Fitzgerald trying to scoop it up, but Gabriel's there to knock it free out of his stick. Sagu there as well. He'll rush over for it and come away with this one. Heavy chop there, knocked it loose, and it bounced free out of the stick, so the Seaspray get possession. Good play by Evan Pattison. Evan Pattison, he'll leave this one for Tyler Ewan. Ewan already got himself a couple in the first half. Gabriel across, picked off by Dowell. No, he left it behind, and Kirkby couldn't pick it the loose ball. Would have had a free lane to the front of the goal. Fakes, pass it inside. Primus spins and fires and puts it off the crossbar. Harris got there, just missed his glove, but it pumped off of the post. Kirkby tried to hit Primus once again. Nielsen gets the loose ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Nielsen around the defender. Harris collapses on it, and he'll scoop this one up. Harris forward to Fitzgerald. As Fitzgerald into the offensive territory, had Lacroix cutting through the middle. Lacroix forced to the outside as Cote now brings it back up to the top of the zone. Adamson sets a screen. They'll pass it across. Lefty shooter spot. Cote cutting through the middle, and Jackman kicks it out. Loose ball still as players try and battle for this one. Seaspray end up with it, and they get it across the timeline. Eli Batt, survey says, he'll go to Adam Dixon. Over to Brendan Zabo on the near side. McDonald defending, and on the near wing as well. Number 26 going to be Alex Millen making an appearance here in the second half. Cutting through the middle. Kirkby curling off of the screen, leaves it. Dixon has a lane, shoots, and Harris takes it off the chest and holds on. Brody Harris aggressively to the top of the crease, cutting off the angles. He'll get the better of that exchange. Millen down the near side, gets an offensive look there momentarily. He'll head off in the change as Winter replaces him on that right side. Winter loaded up, thought about firing. He'll send it across the zone instead. Gets it right back. Right point. Cote, like a bull in a china shop, set a couple of screens. Now he'll set up in behind the goal. Gets the pass cutting in front. Scoop pass. The scoop shot, I should say, just shoveled it backhand on goal. Went right, wide right. Zabo. Dowell makes contact with Gabriel, but he absorbs and spins off of the contact to the near side. Gabriel sends it back over for Primus. Back at the far side for Kirkby. Kirkby in the middle. Into the stick and out of the stick of Primus. And he'll score. Make it 11-9 as Primus. Hat trick for a second game in a row. 12:03 to go. He cuts the lead back to 2. Gabriel started this play off with a great piece of footwork at the line. And then Primus with a quick give and go. Passes it to Kirkby. Cuts towards the front. And that one actually almost made it into the stick of Dixon. I wonder if he intended that one to go to Adam Dixon. And Dixon just missing the pass. It ended up going right to Primus, or maybe it was a feint. Here's a cutter right down the middle. Good check, though, there to get it away from Tommy Robertson. Robertson running a bit of interference there as he stays out. Right in front. Would have had a free look there on Sagu. Kirkby, nice pocket play to Nielsen over top of the goal. Just kept the toes out. Then was called for being in the crease as the possession will stay with the Shooting Eagles here. McDonald feeds that one across to Cody Adamson. Again, Millen and McDonald didn't see a lot of them in the first half, but seen them on all the defensive possessions early on here in the second. Coach Adam Smith going through all the players here, making sure everybody gets the playing time. Yingling, partial screenplay from Adamson. He'll cut around to behind the goal. DeWitt sets up right in the front doorstep. Now over to the far side, shooter spot. Lacroix lets it go. Jackman thought it got through him. It actually went behind the goal off of the quick save. In front, Yingling turns, fires down low, collapsing on it. Jackman pinned it under the near pad. A similar shot to how he got beat by Adamson, but Jackman learned from the initial mistake. Fake ball play. The initial one by Millen called out to be wrong. Now Ewan has it. Has a lane, takes. Good block there by Jake Young. Or pardon me, I should say it's Reese Young, number 7. Down the other way. Dowell and Young, they combined on an opportunity back in the first half. Dowell nearly stumbles and falls into the near side wall. As Dowell traded to the Shooting Eagles partway through last season. He was a member of the Grizzlies in his early ALL career. Now suiting up for the yellow and green. Winter, a couple of shoulder fakes, loads, fakes to the backhand. Now he'll keep it on the outside. Connor Stroop exploding out of the defensive coverage. Winter shoots around the defense, and that one goes wide of the goal. That one took a hop off of the wall and then stayed in the offensive territory. Knocked loose as Connor Stroop thought that one was going to take a bit more of a shallow angle off of the wall towards the offensive territory. Ended up in behind him. Lee Jackman adjusting the equipment a little bit back in his own territory as Kirkby now. Guarded by Sagu, in and out of the stick of Dixon as McDonald will come across. Harris picks it up though. Now Johnson makes the contact, scoops this one up, and now Johnson feeds this one back for Yingling. Again, the usual offensive suspects coming over the boards. Winter sets the back screen, frees him up. There's the pick and roll play, loose in front, scooped up by Jackman. Connor DeWitt and company defending here. Robertson trying to explode up the middle. He does. Has a man down the near side wing. 3-on-3. Primus, stutter steps to the middle. Spins to the outside. Dowell gives him the contact. He'll absorb. Primus feeds Kirkby. Oh, nearly a malfunction at the junction to the far side. Scoop play. Primus cutting to the middle. Couple of screens. Keeps it still in the stick. There's Adamson and company collapsing. Now Nielsen has it in front of the goal. Dumps it and is able to get the shot clock reset there. Smart move by Nielsen. Tight in the far post. Under 9 to go here in the third. Kirkby, Fitzgerald guarding him. Millen on the near side. Nielsen to behind the defense. A good save there by Harris. Would have been waved off if it went in as Nielsen stepped inside the crease. But Brody Harris, ever vigilant. Millen hits Lacroix coming off of the bench. And Lacroix cutting in. Scoops that one one-handed. Takes a couple of bobbles and Jackman able to keep it out. Phillips out of his own territory. Tells Pattison to cut to the near side. As they'll stay out for this offensive possession here. Pattison, near side, cutting up towards the top of the zone. He's going to stay out and set a couple of screens here, it looks like. Kirkby towards the middle, in behind Pattison. As Sagu, unaware of where the ball was. Ewan got it, now across. Phillips in, Kirkby. Pattison cutting through and crunched there by Schuster. And he's going to come away with a check from behind for his efforts. Power play coming for the Seaspray as Pattison, a rare look in the offensive side of things, able to draw the penalty there. A couple of screens up high, and 2 times he cut down the center. The second time, Schuster takes him down. So Reese Young, Brandon Fitzgerald, Jacob Dowell, and Tyson Nielsen defending. It'll be Lucas Nielsen, Tyler Ewan, Jordan Gabriel, Adam Dixon, and Tyler Kirkby on the offense. Nielsen back up top. Primus over. Wait, so pardon me, it's actually Primus, not Kirkby, I should say. Up top, quarterbacking. Nice block there. Dowell and Nielsen off to the races. Here goes Jacob Dowell. Lucas Nielsen in hot pursuit, though. Jacob Dowell in on Jackman. 5-0 scores! Short-handed goal for Jacob Dowell. Him and Nielsen combined to block that shot from Primus at the top of the zone. And then it's off to the races. Foot to the floor. Put the afterburners on. And Jacob Dowell gets it shorthanded to restore the 3-goal lead. Face-off coming here. 1:41 left to go in the power play, so the Seaspray still with the opportunity to go square on this power play here. They gave up the shorthanded marker, but can they draw even with the power play goal? Again, 12-9 your score. Seaspray on the back check now as Johnson cutting it off the near side, takes a weak shot, deflected off of the defender's stick. Loose ball, though, picked up at the far side. 22 seconds left to work with here. Reese Young will guard Dixon back on the offensive floor. And we'll get a couple more offensive players out. Stroop shepherding Fitzgerald into the near side, but he'll get it to Adamson as Fitzgerald will head off on the change. 5 seconds left here. Adamson taking the contact from Pattison. He'll just leave that one into the corner as we are going to get our officials timeout with 7:12 left to go. And coming out the other side, the Seaspray will have 1:08 left of power play time to work with as they try and cut the lead down here in the third. 12-9 your score. As the defending champions, keeping things tidy here so far in the third. Differential sitting at 2-1 in favor of the Eagles here in the second half as Mark Yingling and Jacob Dowell have the 2 goals. Jacob Dowell's coming short-handed And then Cordell Primus completing the hat trick, getting himself his second hat trick in 2 games. As C.J. Schuster in the box right now for the check from behind minor. The power play right now for the Seaspray. They've converted once so far this game. Looking to get another one on the board here. Shots dead even at 6 as we go halfway through the third. And the defense right now has been the catalyst early on. As we come out of the officials' timeout, still a minute 2 left to go on the power play here. Kirkby behind the back pass to Primus, back up to Kirkby. Drags them across. Ewan misses the top floor. Rebound. Shoots it in tight. A stop by Harris. Covered the lower half of the net. And a delayed penalty coming here. It's going to be interference against Cordell Primus. Primus chopping at the stick of Fitzgerald as he was trying to scoop it up in the crease. As we'll see here, Gabriel ends up with it in tight, and Brody Harris just covering all the angles that he can. What an effort there to keep it out on the power play. So now the Seaspray, an interference at the top of the crease there called, as they'll lose their power play advantage. It'll go to 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, and then the Shooting Eagles, they'll get a brief power play. 12-9, the 3-goal advantage is where it stands right now for the Shooting Eagles. Lots of extra floor to work with here now with the 4-on-4 lacrosse. Takes a shot, kicked out by Jackman. Winter fights for the loose ball though, as Yingling and Pattison get mixed up momentarily. 23 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. Takes the shot, Lacroix, that one deflected off a stick. But it was actually a stick check, so it came out of his stick. And now the Seaspray. Evan Pattison picked that one up, as Robertson and Winter getting into it momentarily. Pattison pulls it into the offensive zone and gives it to Brendan Zabo. Zabo will hold, feed it back to Ewan. Nielsen coming over the boards. Kirkby's already over on the right side. Zabo to Nielsen, back over to Kirkby. Here's the cutter play. Nielsen drags it and scores! Nielsen with a last-second little hesitation move there on the shot, dragged Harris out and was able to tuck it past him on the near side. Lucas Nielsen will have himself a hat trick in this one. As a goal 4-on-4. Actually, that might have been a short-handed goal right at the last second there as the player stepped out of the box. Nielsen, indeed, it looks like it will be, gets credit for a short-hander to make it a 2-goal game. Another face-off coming here. Johnson going to lock horns once again with Phillips, but Phillips will win this one back to Connor Stroop. Stroop spins through the middle, knocked down, and then Phillips, Evan Pattison going to pick this one up. As Pattison using a partial screen from the official, frees it up in the center area. Sagu all over him. Evan Pattison killing time here. They have 44 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. They get the short-handed marker to make amends for giving one up to Jacob Dowell earlier. And then Connor Stroop getting into it with Mitch Winter. And Connor Stroop doesn't even flinch, takes the punch from Winter, knows that the penalty's coming, and just walks away. Smart, savvy move from the captain there. It's going to be a roughing minor to Mitch Winter. As 5:30 left to go. It's actually going to be a double minor for roughing. So 4 minutes up on the board for Mitch Winter. So 38 seconds left. And then once that expires, we'll get some more power play time here for the Seaspray. Both of these sides trading the power plays back and forth. Kirkby pulls it out, looking for a little bit of room. Nice cut play. Oh, just tipped that one on goal. Did Nielsen, and Harris had to be sharp. Back up high. Gabriel sets the screen across. Nielsen fakes. Dowell, spin move. Tried to dump it in the near side. That one took a hop off of the window, right into the stick of C.J. Schuster. Schuster up the other way with speed. Has Jake Young on the far side. Can he get it to him? Had a bit of a lane there if he decided to take it. The defense curled around. 3 seconds left, and now it's a power play here for the Seaspray. Cordell Primus, he'll head across to the bench. Fake to the change, actually. He went all the way back across, and now he'll sneak over into the offensive territory. Lee Jackman shut down the opportunity, and he'll start the outlet play. Across the timeline now, Adam Dixon coming to a stop. Riley McDonald coming into the defensive play, so it's going to be Patrick Corbett, Riley McDonald, Jacob Dowell, and Tyson Nielsen to defend here on the penalty kill. Kirkby draws the defenders, takes the pass. Primus shut down by Harris. Primus gets his own loose ball, though. Back up top, Kirkby the behind the back feed. Dowell watching, waiting. Back up top, Kirkby. His patented move there. Kirkby once again waits. Primus, that one blocked partway through, is tipped, so Seaspray will get possession here. Defense gets set once again, fresh 30 to work with. Dixon working their way around to get a power play here. No look pass. Oh, Dixon thought about taking the shot, gives it back to Primus. Back up, Kirkby. Elevator, missed the top floor. As Zabo now gets a loose ball. No contact though, so 15 seconds on the shot clock. He'll take the opportunity, and Harris will swallow it up. As this one heading down the other way. Quick move to the middle for Patrick Corbett. Corbett with Primus in hot pursuit. Scoops this one up for Winter. 2:05 left to go, so the first of the two minors set to expire. But again, still in the box for another 2 minutes will be Mitch Winter. Strike pass over to the far side. Two defenders coming out to guard him. 2 seconds left. Just lets that one go. A good block there by Connor Stroop, though, to keep the possession going into their stick a little bit higher up in the zone. Not giving the defense as much time to get set. Minute 40 left to go in the power play here. 3:09 left to go in the frame. Ewan up high to Kirkby. Now Nielsen. Dixon and Nielsen going to play pass on the far side. Kirkby's going to quarterback. Nice screen play. Kirkby, a blast blocked by Fitzgerald. Here's Nielsen. Behind the back feed. Kirkby waits in tight. Dixon, a stop by Harris. Brody Harris throws the glove and the stick out and comes away with a lacrosse ball. There's the bounce feed there for Alex Millen. Millen down the other way. Passes to the trailer. Adamson in tight. One-timer, they score! Another shorthanded goal for the Shooting Eagles. As Brody Harris shuts the door on one end, and his offense rewards him on the other. Shooting Eagles, their second shorty of this game, as Adamson will feed it across, and then a quick swing, as that'll be his second of the game for Jake Young. 2.5 left to go in the frame. It's a 3-goal lead once again. The Shooting Eagles continue to answer back. Still on the power play, though. The Seaspray can easily earn one back here. Off of the draw. This one bouncing back. No over and back, though. Shot clock hasn't started yet as they dig for this one. Pattison and company. Now Robertson gets it as Jacob Dowell all over him. Johnson knocks it loose. He'll pick it up. Felled there, and now it's loose again. Seaspray get control. Here's the pick play. Back to Phillips. Fakes. Drew the defense out. And he'll scoop this one over for Cordell Primus. 35 seconds left to go with the man advantage. Back up top, Ewan over to Primus. Primus lets it go. Harris closes the pads. Keeps that one away. Loose ball. Kirkby's going to pick it up. They said it was tipped, so he doesn't have to worry about crossing over the line. They get a fresh 30. 20 left to go in the power play. Kirkby waits. Ewan takes. Snipe it upstairs. Tyler Ewan, he'll go upstairs opposite corner for a power play goal and completes the hat trick. It's now a 2-goal game once again. Tyler Ewan, an absolute bullet from the near side shooter spot. He has been dynamite from that location all season. 2 games in, and he's already terrorizing opposing goaltenders from that lefty shooter spot. Johnson and Robinson going to be in on the draw. Johnson wins it through the legs, but too strong. It goes right to Aiden Ellis, but he can't scoop it up. As Ellis with the opportunity in tight. Ended up just scooping that one into the air. Schuster cuts to the middle, feeds it over to the right wing. Sutter stepping his way in, surveying the floor. Dylan Lacroix pulls Patterson out, gets the screenplay. Back up top, here's Cote. Cote, a pad save! Kicked it out with a toe. Did lead Jackman. Seaspray looking to work their way back up the floor once again. With 1:07 left to go here. Zabo on the near wing. Dixon up at the center. Far side is Primus. Backing in. Spinning, getting some inside position. Now back up top to Gabriel. Over to Kirkby. Kirkby, the behind the back feed. Primus didn't know was coming. As Harris gets into the stick, he'll start the outlet play. There's Reese Young. Reese Young feeds it ahead. Trailer is Adamson. He'll be cut off though. Back to Mark Yingling up at the center. Yingling unloads from distance, and Jackman just going to hold on to that one. Thought they might be able to get the reset. They call the timeout here. Cross out of the offensive territory, and they do. Seaspray will call timeout with 25.3 left to go. About 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. So Ian Patterson and company going to talk things over with the crew. And you bet your bottom dollar that Adam Smith is going to have something defensively set up to stop whatever Ian Patterson and company are going to come up with on the other end. The coaching staff have been such an integral part of the growth of this league ever since the beginning. Very excited to see the coaching staff continue to thrive as well, because top to bottom, this league is developing everybody. It's not just the players, the coaching staff, everybody, the training staff getting an opportunity to showcase their stuff and hopefully work their way up the ranks. And you love to see that with a league like this, working on developing things from the top all the way to the bottom. And then as well, too, the Arenalacrosseleague women's division. We'll have some more news coming up on that, as they'll be having another season once again. So 2-goal game. 24 on the shot clock, about 26 or 25 on the game clock, so 25.3 exactly. As Zabo, Sagoo's in the middle. Far side will be Mitch Winter. Schuster applies the pressure early. They'll have the net empty, so 6-on-5 here. 18 seconds. Here's Cordell Primus across. Zabo going to be shut down by Harris. They'll hold on to it. As Harris, timeout going to be called by the Shooting Eagles. Harris has got a goalie goal in his Arenalacrosse career. He might have been able to take the long ball there. We remember Harris finishing off the title game last season with a goalie goal in his own right, with the net empty as the Seaspray tried to even things up in the late stages. So he knows a thing or two about going the distance. A couple of taps there as Adam Smith and company. Very jubilant over there on the far side, as now the Shooting Eagles will get their crack at an extra attacker play potentially. Brody Harris is waiting near the open gate. I would imagine he'll probably wait there, as there are 6 bodies heading towards the offensive zone. It's Cote, Adamson, Young, all the way back to start without. It is going to be Garrett Winter. Ben Gagnon also going to be out for the offensive play here. Dylan Lacroix at the center area. No shot clock to worry about. There's 11 seconds, 10.9 left to go here. Winter waiting patiently. The officials getting things set up. So they're actually adding a little bit of time. It's going to be 11.5. There's a foot race between the official and Winter, and the officials keeping pace. Here goes Winter. 5 seconds on the clock. Lacroix shoots over top of the goal. Rebound in front. Ellis is going to come away with it. Can they find the time? No. Phillips with one cradle too many. If he would have got that out quick, he might have been able to beat the clock. It will wind down, and we come to the end of 3 quarters with a score of 13-11 in favor of the Shooting Eagles. A 2-goal game here from the field house. It's been nothing short of ecstatic, and we expected nothing less from the 2 teams that treated us to one of the best championship series that we've seen here in the Arenalacrosseleague last season. Seaspray starting to even things up in the shot department. They had 16 to the Shooting Eagles 11 here in the third. So 43 for the Eagles to 40 for the Seaspray overall. As your third quarter scoring summary, Mark Yingling, Cordell Primus, Jacob Dowell, Lucas Nielsen, Jake Young, and Tyler Ewan. They all traded back and forth. It was a back and forth type of affair with 3 shorthanded goals being scored in the third. A special teams expose, as the last 4 goals were all special teams markers. Again, Jacob Dowell and Jake Young coming away with shorthanded markers. And then Lucas Nielsen and Tyler Ewan. Nielsen's coming shorthanded. Ewan's coming on the power play as the Seaspray still within shouting distance here. Lee Jackman, love to see if he's still in the cage to start the fourth. Reed Watson played the first half in this one. Brody Harris has been the man from start to finish so far. Arguably the best goaltender that this league has seen since its inception. Justin Getty for the Blackfish, also an honorable mention from season 1. Ended up getting a contract with the San Diego Seals. Robinson's going to be set up in the face-off circle to take the opening draw as Jackman makes the long walk back to the cage. Lee Jackman, one of the best goaltenders we've had in this league, and also, I'd say without a doubt, the best hair that we've ever had in the Arenalacrosseleague. There's the point up, the recognition. 13-11 your score as we get ready for 15 minutes more. At the very least, here from the Fieldhouse, Johnson and Robinson set to go once again in the face-off circle as they've been locking horns all night. We've seen a couple of draws from Gordy Phillips as well from the side of the Seaspray. As picked up off of the draw, Gagnon able to get this one across the line to Tyson Nielsen. Opening possession will go to the Shooting Eagles. Nielsen, he'll feed it to Dylan Lacroix. As Lacroix feeds Cote, now Winter on the far side. Winter cutting in towards the middle, bit of a lane, takes a shot, kicked out by Jackman. As Ishikawa fighting for the loose ball, gets this one through the center. Couple of chops at it though, knocked free and kicked into the corner. Ball still loose, goes to Evan Pattison though. Evan Pattison up to Ishikawa as they look to head down the other way. Across the line just in the nick of time. And coming out the near side, it's actually Mark Yingling. Yingling a little bit late getting back to the bench as he'll make the long jaunt around the near side. 14:06 left to go here. Loose ball, fought for right in front of Brody Harris. Comes free to the near side. Kirkby lets a wicked shot go, and that one kicked out by Harris. Down the other way, CJ Schuster. The defense collapsing on him at the center line. Coming across was Levi Tuohy. Tuohy out in the top of the zone near side as Adamson backs it on the near side. Forced down, still keeps it with one hand on the stick. 10 seconds left to go here. Somebody lost the lumber on the far side. Winter to Lacroix. Lacroix shoots. Jackman kicks it out, and then Ben Gagnon jumped, ended up stepping into the crease, so he'll be called for going through if he gets the pass. Now he's clear. Without the stick at the far side is Dylan Vita. Vita defending without the lumber. He'll push Winters towards the middle, cutting up his Connor Stroop. Winter scoop shot down low, scooped away by Jackman. There's the outlet feed as Connor DeWitt comes up the near wing. DeWitt to the left side on the backhand, pulls it across. Here's Dixon. Dixon back over to Lucas Nielsen. Nielsen to the shooter spot. Tyler Ewan gonna load up across. Dixon dumps it in and a rebound in front. Did Harris keep that out? Oh, it went over top of the goal. Nielsen with a diving effort in front. The two collide as Harris gets the better of it there. Jake Young, near side. Young feeds it across to Cote. Curling up was Cody Adamson like a bull running right in. Pardon me, no, it's Mark Yingling. Yingling with the momentum and the power there, feeds it across. Too much horsepower on it as Pattison popped out of the stick, though. Here's Mark Yingling. Fresh 30, though, as both players had scooped it up. Now they give it away across the middle. Cote cutting in. Robinson takes him into the boards. Now Eli Batt across the zone. Sends his one up. Evan Pattison. 2-on-1 brewing. Pattison lets it go. He scores! Evan Pattison takes matters into his own hands. Defense played for the pass defense, and Pattison will take the lane and take the score. Eli Batt feeds it up to him. And we see here Nielsen just playing for the pass. Let Brody Harris get square to it, and the shot was perfect, just inside the post. It's now a one-goal game. Off the face-off draw. Johnson falls, able to scoop that one between the legs to Nielsen back in his own territory. A dozen left here in regulation. Far side now, Garrett Winter gets a screenplay from Yingling. The stick discarded there as they'll switch sticks, actually. Somebody lost the lumber again. It was Connor Stroop. So Stroop gets shoved down, illegal pick play, as he'll make the charge to the bench to get the new stick. Connor Stroop able to make the change as Ewan lost the ball. Loose ball, going to be scooped up by Winter in the back check. Ends up careening off the near side boards. Now back across the zone. 30 indicated. As a one-goal game still in the balance here. Jacob Dowell faked the initial pass, made the second pass as everybody watching Yingling on the far side. A couple of screens set in the middle. Adamson unloads, missed just wide. Almost able to scoop up the loose ball. Now here's Eli Batt. Swims over the defender. Young on the back check. Eli Batt thought about feeding it across to Robertson, but he looked him off as he head off on the change. Tyler Ewan off of the bench. Kirkby on the near side. Here's Nielsen and Zabo to join the fray. Zabo up high, setting a screen there. Nielsen, the cut play towards the middle. Harris sets it to the side. Rebound waved off as Nielsen was still in the crease. Harris got the initial marker. And then the follow-up got past him, but the player was still crashed into the crease was Nielsen. That one, Lacroix ends up drawing the penalty off of the high stick there. Harris making the long jog to the bench. 14 of the shot clock. They'll send Garrett Winter in to join the fray. Lacroix and Gagnon on the near side. Long ball off of the shoulder. That one's coming towards the broadcast booth and nearly gets there. As bit of a collision there between Robinson and Cote at the very end. Evan Pattison ended up catching Lacroix up high. He's going to head to the box. And the Seaspray down a goal. They'll be down a man now here as well with 10:20 left to go. A cross-checking minor. So Pattison from the penthouse to the doghouse as he got the most recent marker and then gives up the penalty. As Ellis, Batt, Stroop, and Robertson defend. Near side will be Young and Lacroix. Winters the quarterback, Yingling and Adamson on the far side. Ellis out top to defend, gets a back screen from Adamson. Big stop there by Jackman as he'll scoop it up. There's the outlet feed looking for Eli Batt. Oh, just hit the stick, but loose ball. Shot wide of the goal is Eli Batt. That one initially went into the stick of Young, and then Eli Batt came away with it. There was initially a call of too many men, but they got things sorted out. As the Seaspray nearly get caught with the hand in the cookie jar as they were looking to break out the other direction. Kirkby now. Two-man game with Dixon. Gets onto his strong side, feeds it over, had the man backing into the far side. Dixon, though, 3 on the shot clock, curls around. He'll just scoop this one towards the backside of the goal and give it back away as they head back in to get set on the defensive side. Ishikawa, Robertson, Robinson, and Stroop. Tommy Robertson, the lefty on the far side. Pardon me, 2 righties. 3 righties and 1 lefty defending right now. Down low, Yingling has a cutter in the middle as Gagnon, who's a decoy for the screen. Lacroix gets the shot, and Jackman with a save. Once again, there's the outstretch. Nice one-handed receipt by Connor Stroop. Gabriel was cutting through. 34 seconds left to go on the Shooting Eagles power play. 1 man left back in the zone. It's Gagnon with Robinson defending on him. Nielsen, Stroop, and Gabriel in the offensive zone. Gabriel's just going to head over towards the corner as he gets pinned in there, loses control of the ball, and it's picked up by Brandon Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald feeds this one up to Ben Gagnon on the near side. Far wing now for Winters, back up top of the point. Yingling, defended by Connor DeWitt. Adamson on the far side. Penalty is over. Out of the box and back into the fray comes Evan Pattison. Winters got to work quick. Adamson. Pattison's now back in the fray, 5 aside. Connor DeWitt watching Winter, now down low to Yingling, curling up, high to low shot, kicked out by Jackman. Can he find the loose ball, though? He initially did, but then he lost the stick off of the contact. DeWitt in the near side. Ball stripped free, though. Good play by Ben Gagnon. 7:54 left to go here in a one-goal game. Dylan Lacroix with it on the near side. They got the fresh 30. Now it's down to 20. Cote to Yingling. Adamson sets a screen. Cote cuts through the middle. Pulls it through to the backhand. Yingling now behind the goal. Good stick check there by Pattison as Eli Batt picks it up behind the back feed to spring Connor DeWitt. Coming over to the bench is Robertson. Ewan cutting into the fray. The trailer. DeWitt forced to the outside by Adamson. Thought he might have been able to hit Ewan on the cut across. Sabo over to Ewan. Ewan waits, sends it up to the near side. As he'll stop Kirkby to Nielsen. Nielsen, nice fake, takes, one hopper, scores! Tie game at 13 as Lucas Nielsen's got 4. 7:12 left to go. Lucas Nielsen, a nice fake up high. And he'll get the one hopper to go as Kirkby found him. Gets around the oncoming check as Adamson jumped the gun a little bit. And then Harris unable to get a piece of that one. Another face-off. Johnson and Robinson, the old foes, going back at it again. Lucas Nielsen coming out huge here in game number 2 for his team. Falling pass there by Vida. Good effort. As the offense looking to keep things rolling here for the Seaspray. They've tied it up. Can they find their lead again? Walking in, Kirkby misses over top of the goal. Tried to go low to high. As we are going to get the officials timeout with 6:48 left to go. Wipe it square. We've got a brand new lacrosse game, folks. What else would you expect from the two teams that gave us the championship game last year, as well as one of the most exciting overtime games we've had in the history of this league last season? Only 2 goals scored so far here in the 4th, and both of them go to the Seaspray. Evan Pattison and Lucas Nielsen get it square at 13, and Seaspray haven't led since the 3:59 left mark of the second. 4 minutes to go in the second. It was tied up on the power play by Dylan Lacroix, and the Shooting Eagles never looked back. They've held the lead ever since until now. It's back tied. Can the Seaspray get their first lead since that 4-minute mark? 6:48 left to go. Shooting Eagles will get the possession coming out of the officials' timeout. Lee Jackman and Brody Harris, the goaltenders, still at this moment. It's Bat, Ishikawa, Stroop, and the near side is going to be Levi Tui, and Evan Pattison's at the far post. Young up high. Lacroix at the near shooter's wing. Lacroix across to Adamson. In on Ishikawa, the one-hopper kicked out by Jackman. Ishikawa trying to battle against the loose ball with Adamson. Now here's Tui coming the other way. Tui has it, takes it. What a stop by Harris. Harris kicked that one out. That one deflected momentarily by Tui, and now it comes down the other way. Corbett across. Yingling curls, gets a bit of a lane, elects to pass it instead to Gagnon. Cote setting up in behind the goal. He'll head over to the far wing as Adamson replaces Corbett. Cutting in, Eli Batt and Connor DeWitt, the 2 defenders on the far side. Quick pass across, Gagnon, nice move into the middle, takes a shot. Oh, back toe save. That one hit the shoes of Jackman and stayed out. Here's Adamson. 5:45 left to go in a tie game here at the Fieldhouse. Adamson pulls it over towards the far side. Stutter steps, cuts to the middle, takes a shot, he'll score! Just squeaks it in the near side corner. Adamson gets shifty around the defender and is able to restore the 1-goal lead. The captain coming through when it matters most. Winter enough of a screen to open him up that lane for a fraction of a second, and that's all he needed to kick the door wide open. 14-13 now your score. Seaspray back to the drawing board to try and tie this one up once again. Johnson gets the face-off win, pulls it into the offensive territory, spin move, chucked down, and then loose ball picked up momentarily by Bat. He'll chop it away. 20 seconds on the shot clock as this one's still loose. Shoveled back towards the benches. Now Mark Yingling with it. Pardon me, it was Brandon Fitzgerald. Near side, Jacob Dowell calling for the team to come across. Strike across the zone. Winter cutting in. Nice move. Can he keep the toes out? It's good! Garrett Winter, what a move to restore a 2-goal lead. Winter coming in off of the change from the offensive gate. Dowell throws an absolute strike to him. Gets around the inside of Eli Bat, keeps the toes out, and dumps that one in as Lee Jackman tries to collapse on it to keep it out. It's now 15-13. Hat trick for Garrett Winter, and it couldn't come at a more important time. 5:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Connor Stroop gets this one off of the face-off control for the Shooting or the Seaspray. Down into Shooting Eagles territory now. Tyler Ewan pulls it around to the outside. Sagu caught him down low. The roller goes in. Tyler Ewan make it 4 on the evening as he brings his team back within 1. Tyler Ewan continues to be the offensive catalyst the Seaspray have needed tonight. That one, an absolute laser at foot level. Tyler Ewan's going bowling and he hit a strike. 4:45 left to go. It's a 1-goal game once again. Connor DeWitt getting into it with Mark Yingling momentarily there as they get set up. Face-off win by Tyson Johnson. Corbett faked the behind-the-back feed. Nearly took the slash upstairs. Corbett diving across, and a good stop by Jackman. That's the type of save you need to keep your team in it right there. Back up top. Gabriel, now Dixon. Nielsen cutting through. Nielsen's got 4 tonight. Here's the trailer in Kirkby. He's got a lane. He'll take, and that one rang off of the post, I feel. Tyler Kirkby with an absolute bullet. That one went off of the post. Round the outside. Ewan lets it go. On the follow-up, he scores! 5 for Tyler Ewan, and we're tied at 15. Tyler Ewan takes that first shot. The rebound comes right back out to him, and he's fired up as he's got 5 on the evening. If you're keeping track at home on the tally sheet, give it that horizontal slash. My goodness, 5 goals for Tyler Ewan. He's knocking on the door of a sock trick here with 4:10 to go. Who's going to be the hero? Once again, a tie game in the late stages. Oh, just too high on the pass as Gabriel unable to receive it there. Loose ball sent to the heavens, came back down, still a fight for it in the far corner. Loose ball push called. It'll go to the Shooting Eagles. With momentum now, down the other way. Fitzgerald with it. As he'll have Aiden Ellis draped all over him. He'll get it to the middle line, and now Adamson with it. 3:45 left to go. Mark Yingling, he'll start out with it. Robertson, Bat, Vita, Ishikawa, and Pattison, the defenders. Lacroix, that pass, too much heat on it. Now Ishikawa leaves it out. One hopper for Eli Bat. Will they take it themselves? They get a 3-on-2 brewing here. Eli Bat leaves it over. Tommy Robertson back in tight. Oh, just missed the pass, but he'll get the loose ball. 17 of the shot clock for Eli Bat here. Feeds it across. They'll head off on the change. 3-on-5 and now 5-on-5 as they complete the offensive change. Dixon, 8 on the clock. In tight to Kirkby. Nielsen gives him a screen. 4 on the shot clock. Across. Ewan lets it go. And he'll get the contact with the goaltender, but they don't get the loose ball. Pushed into the bench. He'll keep possession, though. 3-on-1 possibly brewing. Here comes Schuster. A stop by Jackman. Jackman holds onto that one at a key time. He'll find Connor DeWitt as DeWitt sends it down the other way. The low roller feeds it to Nielsen coming off of the bench, and they'll send the last man in through the gate here. Finally coming on is Tyler Kirkby. Ewan with 14 seconds, feeds it. Oh, picked off and off to the races. Shooting Eagles. Here goes Jacob Dowell. Dowell in on goal, shoots. What a stop by Jackman! Loose ball knocked free. Can he tuck it in? He scores! As Patrick Corbett scooped that one up in behind the goal. Lee Jackman protesting to the officials, but they signal that it's good. As the initial opportunity stopped, huge by Lee Jackman off of Jacob Dowell. And then the opportunity on the wraparound as Corbett comes through to make it 16-15. Off of the draw. Sagu trying to pick this one up off of the draw. Ends up at the far side corner of his own territory. Seaspray diving in front, and Brody Harris able to keep that one tidy. Now the outlet play. Here's Johnson. Johnson on the near side as Adamson leaves it at the center. Under 2 to go here. Seaspray need to work quick on the defensive side of things. Yingling around the outside, has a lane, takes a shot. Jackman kicks it out. Loose ball. Where is it? Nice save by Jackman. Scoops it up, and there's the outlet feed. Evan Pattison going the other way. 1.5 minutes left to go here. Pattison scoops it for DeWitt. Now across as the defender knocked down at center, out of the prey. Back into the play as Nielsen around the outside. 10 on the shot clock here. Here's Kirkby. Round to the inside, takes the shot. Harris holds onto it. 2 hands for safety as he'll now find the outlet to Mitch Hunter. Winter, I should say, pardon. Mitch Winter feeds the pass across. He'll hit off on the change. Coming up, 1 minute left to go here in the fourth. Winter cutting across the screen. That one blocked by Robertson. Loose ball, can he pick it up? No, scoops that one and tries to swipe it. That one goes out of play. And Jackman's going to make the run towards the bench. Ball's going to be thrown in for the Seaspray here. Jackman's on the bench. It's 6-on-5. Extra attacker play here. 25 in the shot clock, 43 on the game clock. Ewan down low. Seaspray back up high to Ewan in his favorite spot. Now Kirkby gets a screen from Nielsen. Down low to Dixon. Back across. Ewan shoots! And Harris, he gets the save. They're going to call a timeout, I believe. Oh, no, it's one of the players. I think he might have blocked that, actually. One of the Eagles was felled in front of the goal. Again, tough to see with the bodies flying everywhere on the far side. I think it was Patrick Corbett. Got the go-ahead goal and then sacrificed the body to block that one on the far side. So Corbett going to head off. Again, it remains 6-on-5, a fresh shot clock, 33 left to go in the game. Seaspray with the ball. Ewan starts with it at the shooter spot. Fakes, now goes to Kirkby. Back up top once again, Kirkby. Can they get it done here? Down low to Dixon, back up top to Nielsen. Nielsen across, Ewan lets it go, missed wide of the goal. Loose ball though picked up by Nielsen, chopped away but held by Kirkby. Nielsen opens it up, 15 in the game clock. Nielsen down low to Dixon, across, can't get it into the stick. Now Ewan has it, back up, Kirkby. Nielsen shoots, Harris shuts the door, rebound, he'll kick that out too. 4 seconds left, loose ball across, in front, Ewan kicked out by Harris once again. Time will wind down on this one. Your final score, 16-15, as we get an early season treat here at the Fieldhouse. What a frantic finish, and that man right there, the Great Wall of Harris, standing tall at the end of this game. Brody Harris with a couple of big stops here in the final stages. Good possession by the Seaspray as Harris gets 2 on that last one with Dixon. A great opportunity in front, and then Ewan gets a roller. That one actually blocked in front. On one of the last plays, it might have gone off a Zabo in front. But 2 massive stops by Brody Harris. First on Lucas Nielsen, and then on Adam Dixon to keep this one a 1-goal game. The hero in this one for the Seaspray, or the Shooting Eagles, I should say rather, might have to be Patrick Corbett. Corbett scored the go-ahead goal off of the follow-up from Jacob Dowell's opportunity the other way. Credit to Lee Jackman for making an incredible stop on that one, but then Patrick Corbett picked up the loose ball in behind the goal and was able to wrap it around to get the 16-15 marker. My goodness. And then Patrick Corbett in the final stages actually left the game injured momentarily because he sacrificed the body to block the shot that could have been the game-tying goal. Ewan had an absolute cannon lined up from his favorite spot, and he'd already scored 5 from that area tonight. Could have had the sock trick. What an effort. As we'll have our 4th quarter scoring summary here for you, as game number 4 of this season to conclude week number 1 was an absolute smasher. 4th quarter scoring summary, Evan Pattison and Lucas Nielsen got a couple for the Seaspray, and then it was a trade of 2-goal runs. Cody Adamson and Garrett Winter, then Tyler Ewan got a 2-goal run of his own, and then Patrick Corbett, the 16-15 marker, your game winner at 2:16 left to go in the 3rd. Your 3 stars of this contest. Garrett Winter getting the 3rd star honors from the Shooting Eagles. Your 2nd star is Dylan Lacroix from the Shooting Eagles, as Dylan Lacroix had himself a 3-goal night as well. But then Tyler Ewan got those 2 goals to tie up the game late stages of the 4th. He had 5 on the night. He'll earn your 1st star honors in this one. A rematch of last season's title series goes to the defending champions as the Shooting Eagles. They're 2-0 on the early season, and what an effort they had in this one. They came from behind against the Blackfish, with the Blackfish playing an impressive game on Sunday night, and they get it done, leading for a majority of the game. As we see out on the floor, Lee Jackman having a quick discussion with the official. Again, Lee Jackman had protested that go-ahead goal near the end, was wanting to confirm whether the player had gone through the crease or not, but again, good smiles and handshakes from the official and the player, which you always love to see, the sportsmanship and the communication between all involved. Your officials for this one were Cam Anderson, Zach Jones, and Vincent Burrell. So as Fred Rannard mentioned on the PA, we've got a bit of a break now. Our next games here in the ALL West not until Sunday, November 26th. So no games this Sunday. We're taking the weekend off, and then we'll be back as the Eagles will take on the Grizzlies and the Blackfish will take on the Seaspray, rounding out the first set of each team playing each other one time. So it'll be interesting to see how the Eagles and the Grizzlies do. It'll be a clash of titans of sorts as the Grizzlies, my, what a game they had last night. We'll see if they can channel that momentum into the game against the 2-0 Eagles on Sunday, November 26th. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will be the start for that one, with the Blackfish and Seaspray kicking things off at 4 o'clock Pacific. That's going to do it for the broadcast for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for more Arenalacrosseleague West action. Ian Wilson with a call on behalf of our wonderful broadcast crew of TFSE TV. Fred Rannard's on the PA. Jacob and Carl on the cameras, with Emily in the back rocking the stream. Always bringing you all the best angles of your Arenalacrosseleague West teams here from the Fieldhouse. As always, do me a favor, be the best version of yourself. Good night, good luck, and we'll talk to you again on November 26th.